Only a few miles east of here, drivers on I-25 are vaguely aware of a climb up a mesa on their way north towards Santa Fe. This vast mesa is known as La Bajada, the descent or the cut. This is Denise Lynch, and this is a piece of history known as the El Camino Real. The entire Rio Grande Valley is the modern-day version of the El Camino Real de Tierra Adentro, the Royal Road of the Interior. El Camino Real is a 1,500-mile journey from Mexico City to Taos. Don Oñate was one of several people to have created a fortune after the discovery of silver in 1546 in the hill above the town of Zacatecas. Without this discovery, Don Oñate's son, Juan de Oñate, would never have been able to enlist volunteers to agree to travel north in search of riches and glory. In 1598, Oñate established a settlement at San Juan Pueblo, now called Okeowinge, the first colonial capital of New Spain. One of the most difficult parts of the journey was a 90-mile waterless stretch called La Jornada del Muerto. It took anywhere from 5 to 7 days to cross this perilous desert. Sometimes they traveled at night, reducing the crossing to as little as 3 days. Horses and mules often died of thirst. Native American foreign policy was strict, and trespassers risked their lives crossing this segment. If they succeeded in crossing La Jornada, eventually they arrived at La Bajada. A large, formidable barrier, rising 600 feet above ground level, this mesa serves as a natural boundary between Rio Arriba and Rio Abajo, northern and southern New Mexico. This is the precipice which Pike described in his book of his travels on the El Camino Real, published in 1810. You can see how steep it is. On March 4th, 1807, he wrote, "We came to a precipice which we descended with great difficulty from the obscurity of the night to the small village." The route of the Camino Real changed over time as more people used it. The steep route we were just on was used later by travelers with mule or on horseback. It was faster than the original route and less subject to flooding. This was the original route up the canyon. It makes its way back and forth across the river, eventually ending up above the mesa at a small settlement, La Cieneguilla, or a Spanish word for marsh or swamp. Eventually, this route led to the arrival of Oñate at this original farmhouse, still known today as Las Golondrinas, in the village of La Cienega. El Camino Real de Tierra Adentro went north along this road, through the village of Agua Fria toward what was to become Santa Fe, New Mexico. This is Denise Lynch.